For
Yeah,
real.
yeah. Like it's not like it's like, oh, you owe us 10 grand just because you're here. That's easy. You know, that's extortion for sure. Wow, I think it's like a legitimate debt. Although to be fair, 14 years later, like, does it even matter? You know, like, is this would they be able to prove one way or another if this debt was like really like a lawful debt?
If they got some conversations on wiretap or something, or you know what I'm saying, or future corroborated, they'll be able to prove it that way. If not, then it's just a, you know.
You know what? That makes like, so why you said it's unlike him to respond to things like this. Why would he even try to go to the internet to disclaim it?
And actually,
That's unlike him.
and kind of late because they've been talking about this story about Future for like years now. And then it was mentioned in this federal paperwork. Like, so now he's responding to it. But even that, it's like, that was like 5 days ago.
But it makes sense to respond now though, because who wanna be associated with that type thing? You this lean sipping rapper, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and it don't paint you in a good light.
Fuck up your brand, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Now people are going to be worried about hanging out around Future. They might think that there's gangsters about to run up on them. By the way, what do you think Les is doing?
He had got a phone call.
Maybe she called from jail.
So he's probably gonna have something. That whole Atlanta, like, I mean, just everything all going on right now is like everybody should just be careful and cool on what they talking. You know what I mean? Because it just seemed like we used to trip out that they was like, oh, there's hip hop police. You know what I mean? I remember when we found that out, it was like very so like, oh shit, there's police that are investigating rap. It seemed like they are involved in all this shit, and partial to play with this shit is the podcast, the clubhouses, the so much communication about this shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's adding fuel to like unsolved crimes. You know what I mean? Like, it makes them not look good.
Well,
you know what I mean?
I think people deliberately getting on different platforms on purpose and throwing stuff out there.
Do you think Flacco and Wack have basically like teamed up to run a little mini YG smear campaign?
Teamed up, period. It ain't just YG.
Just in general?
Yeah, they partnered up, period. It ain't just a YG thing with them.
I mean, we've seen the power of independent media to paint narratives. Like, you know, I got to give it to Seti Nash. Seti Nash and Wack have basically...
It makes them not look good.
Well,
you know what I mean?
I think people deliberately getting on different platforms on purpose and throwing stuff out there.
Do you think Flacco and Wack have basically like teamed up to run a little mini YG smear campaign?
Teamed up, period. It ain't just YG.
Just in general?
Yeah, they partnered up, period. It ain't just a YG thing with them.
I mean, we've seen the power of independent media to paint narratives. Like, you know, I got to give it to Seti Nash. Seti Nash leaked those Young Thug calls day after day, day after day. And the end result was that Young Thug's stock took a big dive. And I think he did so because he just is boys with YSL Woody, and he just wanted to make Woody look good. So he said, fuck it, I'm going to do this little campaign to make Thug look horrible. And it worked, you know, like Young Thug calls day. I mean, we've seen the power of independent media to paint narratives. Like, you know, I got to give it to Seti Nash. Seti Nash leaked those Young Thug calls day after day, day after day. And the end result was that Young Thug's stock took a big dive. And I think he did so because he just is boys with YSL Woody, and he just wanted to make Woody look good. So he said, fuck it, I'm going to do this little campaign to make Thug look horrible. And it worked, you know, like it really was this like sustained campaign. If they had dropped it all at once, it probably wouldn't have done what it did. But it coming out day by day like that, and I think that people like Wack and Flacco, they probably have conversations about who they don't like. I'm no better than them. Like, you know, everybody does it, and then it's kind of like, well, hey, if we like, if they, let's say hypothetically that they both knew that a famous rapper was guilty of a serious crime. Of course, they're going to kind of work together to like spread that narrative if the narrative isn't out there, you know?
And especially if it's like a mutual
op.
Yeah.
Although I don't even think Flacco really has ops. He just hates, you know, he just wants to like get his videos views up.
Well, Munchie is his op.
True. So why'd you just, but then also I think Flacco is such an act disciple that YG being a Drake op is like YG has to kind of also be an act op, and so therefore YG also has to kind of be a Flocko op.
Exactly.
Because Academics TV account has been running hella negative shit about YG and way beyond what would be considered like normal. They're like clearly taking aim at it.
So that's why I think there might be some validity to what G Malone is saying. What Glasses Malone is saying that
I wish Lush was right here when you said this, bro. Ricky and Lush was like, man, you gotta be crazy. Yeah.
no.
Okay, but this is my thing is that I think Glasses Malone really believes that Drake runs the Academics TV account.
I don't.
That's the only way that you can justify saying that Drake is the one who's planting these rumors about YG. I don't think it's like that's the only route towards Drake being helpful in that regard. And Drake is cool with Grand, but definitely I don't think Drake is like sending bloggers money to post about like like now is it possible that Drake like said to act like, hey, that YG shit, turn it up. It's possible. I feel like act will probably be useful, but I don't think he has to.
Or if so, let me ask you this. Then So does Act and all these other guys like kiss his ass so much that if Drake was like, man, fuck these cats, would they be like, oh, I'm gonna go out of my way to appease him? You know what I mean? Like, because they love him so much.
I think when it comes to Ack and Grand and stuff, that it's just like anybody who's a Drake op is like their op.
It's an op.
Yeah, it's just not. It don't even need to be said.
It don't even need to be said.
Yeah, I think.
Do you think Drake is above that pettiness? You know what I mean?
No.
Okay.
I think Drake is capable of levels of pettiness that almost nobody in the history of the rap game have been.
Okay.
He's that guy.
So
Like he's done a lot of like stuff that is very expensive from the perspective of a normal person, and he did it just to fuck with people, you know?
Fuck. Munchie, what you think?
No, I believe that what Glasses Malone said is some validity to it.
I do too.
I wouldn't have taken that claim serious at all if it wasn't for the fact that Karen Civil was co-signing it. Now, Karen Civil is like a YG person as well. She's also like a Rock Nation person, I believe. So I guess I could see how I feel like now like there's two sides to everything, and YG's clearly on the like anti-Drake side. So everybody kind of just snaps into place to take aim at people now.
So what does the spider web look like of the media, the circle of media that if this is what we're against, we're running this shit? Like, so is it Ack at the top and then like the Trap Lord, the SETI, the Flocko?
Yeah.
Kind of that, like those four get shit going.
Me, Vlad, everybody, we're all kind of like, we all speak openly. And then you kind of have like the New York crowd, I feel like, because you got Charlemagne and he's in his own his own little world, and so I have heard for a fact that Charlemagne sends marching orders to everybody on the Black Effect Network and tells them what narratives they should be running.
Really?
Yes, that has been said publicly by people who are signed to the Black Effect. So I think and Charlemagne. So you kind of have the two ringleaders of hip hop, which is like, and then their media counterparts. So you have Ack. And then you have, you have Drake and Jay-Z, and then you have Ack and Charlemagne.
Okay.
And Joe Budden is also kind of under the Jay-Z umbrella. And then like from academics, you kind of have all these other content creators who are like not literally academics coded, but basically kind of in line with him.
Like cult type shit. It's almost like cult shit. You know what I mean? Like they're just aligned with that shit no matter what.
But then certain things are okay because like Rory and Mal is a pro Drake podcast,
right?
Whereas the Joe Budden podcast is an anti Drake podcast.
And how they split, and then they split to their sides. Like, that's fucking cool.
And Flocko is running an anti Jay-Z platform. He never shies. And it's not like he has to constantly dump on Jay-Z. It's just that when there's an option to choose one narrative or another, Joe Budden and them will always go in the pro Jay-Z direction, and Flocko will always go in the negative direction.
And I don't know if I saw this today, I might be tripping, but I think I saw Flocko on Tasha K.
Yeah, they were doing content together, talking about some guy's dick pics. I don't even know who the guy was.
He's like he's a politician, pro-black dude, but he's hated and loved by both sides.
And his dick pics came out.
Yeah, like in a leopard thong or some shit, but not with his wife.
Oh,
this side chick or whatever, and so it's like being blackmailed. He's being blackmailed for it, and I think he's trying to get in front of it or some shit. But Tasha K and all them, they don't like him.
And now Flacco's reacting to his dick pics.
Really?
Well, that's what the clip. I guess we can watch it. Oh, cool. Nathan already had it saved on his phone.
I was just watching it.
Let's fire this up. We're gonna hear. Okay, here we go.
Martin is that I call them butlers, right? Black men that sell us out.
I don't think this is
to
it.
recognition.
Let me just click on age.
Quick to talk about some dick. That nigga Flacco, he crazy.
By the way, she's already interviewing this woman who's somehow like a witness to Sydney Starr trying to bang this 14-year-old.
What? Tasha K, and she's probably still on Cardi B some money.
She's ahead of her time getting that fucking interview right there. That's crazy. Yeah, but look at Flocka right here. Okay, yeah, here we go.
Poetic Flacco, welcome to the.
Oh my God.
No, the further Flacco goes out into mainstream circles and us just knowing what a strange human being he is, the funnier it's going to be, dude. This is amazing.
Oh my God.
I love it. What? That was weird. Somehow this video is not playing properly. That is odd. I mean, she probably puts this shit on friggin'.
Oh.
Is it possible if I scroll down, will I be able to? No, that's insane. Maybe it's on Twitter. Tasha K Twitter. You think you paid $2,500 for the dick rating?
Oh my God.
Crazy. I love stealing jokes from the chat. Oh yeah, here we go.
Oh my God.
I feel so honored. Yo, listen, all the women in my life watch Tasha K. So right now, I'm finally famous. You feel me? I'm finally famous. But shout out to all the women in my life, man.
You ruined my Saturday.
No.
Leave the photos.
Yeah.
I want us to describe them.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was disappointed because Roland, because again, I'm African, right? There are people online who hate it. Roland has been one of the biggest advocates for Africans in this country. So when I seen this, I was like, come on, Roland, bro. Because
I like how he says "cut."
Yeah.
Just casually dropping the cut in there. He beefing with all the boys, so he's choosing up, man. That's crazy.
Martin Luther King as like this Baptist preacher-esque. Now he never say right. He presents himself as like a Baptist preacher. So I was shocked when I seen those pictures. But now I'll be real. As a man, I did not know that penis got that small.
Now I wanted to tell people this. I wanted to tell this medical condition.
Yeah, absolutely.
Medical condition. I told the only penises that I've seen that look like this was Diddy's, John Gray, Pastor John Gray, same condition.
Diddy's penis is massive compared to Roland Martin's.
What?
That's what I was gonna say. Diddy's penis seemed like it was a solid like 3 inches. I'm guessing that this guy had like way less, based on the way she's saying it.
You got a woman who can tolerate you for 21 years, and you got that. The least you owe her is some type of loyalty, bro. You got no business stepping out if you got that.
The first picture that you sent me, he's standing in a doorway. He has on a shirt that says, if it doesn't bring peace, profit, or purpose, then don't give it your time, energy, or attention.
Mhm.
So his body is shaped like an inverted triangle.
Yeah.
He has a and then he has, of course, hair, and then he has on a G-string, but it has a cuff. And I thought it was leopard print at first, but it looks like army fatigue or money, but it's barely covering like his big monkey, like his micro penis.
Yeah. In fact,
The micro penis.
and he got the catfishing too, because what he did was, right, he put his balls within the pouch so it hung a little bit lower.
What the Flacco talking about, man?
Penis?
Yo,
And he's like 60-something years old. Yeah, 57.
You're telling me this guy was wearing some sort of G-string ball
He
contraption?
looks like an Angry Birds character. Dude.
No, he don't.
Looks like an Angry Bird. Damn. That's
This
him.
is definitely him.
Oh, shit.
Holy shit. I don't know what the hell's going on with Flacco, man. He out here doing free dick ratings and shit.
What the
Yeah, that shit funny. That shit funny as fuck. He a little too excited to be like, you know, he gotta.
like why even look at that shit? Like you know this out there, the pictures out there. Why you want to see that shit? Like that's the shit that tripped me out. Like why you looking at that? Shit?
I mean, you can't just look at a dick.
Nah.
No, I feel you. I guess
But had that much commentary about it, like he got more opinion about the shit than the Tasha.
It's real shit. I know what he did with his balls. He tucked it up and did it like what?
That's crazy.
57 years old. Though.
All the women in my life. Who the fuck is the women in your life?
Watching Tasha K.
His girlfriend, and then maybe like
his family.
No, maybe his mom.
But I don't.
Yeah,
Tasha K is this salacious shit though. Like she's like kind of dirty gossip.
Yeah, you a fucked up black lady if you're watching Tasha K. I want to be real. There's so much like more pro-social content you could be watching as a black woman
than Tasha K.
That's pretty much like letting you know, like if a girl told me that versus like, I don't know, what's some normal black person female content that you can watch? Something with Jesse Lee Peterson?
No. Jess from Breakfast Club.
Jess hilarious.
Jess hilarious.
Jess hilarious. Like she's a real like hardcore Jess hilarious fan.
Like I don't know, like just some regular shit. Like
I don't think nothing wrong with how Tasha K get on because she's a woman, right? But when they get to like this, he getting excited about talking about some a man's private part. That's crazy, and he's happy. Why you disappointed? Why is you disappointed?
All the women in your life watch Tasha K?
No, he is glazed. He don't have women in his life, bro. What are you talking about? That nigga he's fucking lying, bro. He gotta rent bitches, bro. Like, come on, bro. He don't have women. He you know what I'm saying? He sound cool, but like, that shit crazy, man.
So
he say, I know I got a big thing. He's Jamaican. He started doing the accent.
Yeah. Like,
well, keep in mind, Flacco has told us many times that his penis is 10 inches and girthy.
He told you that. What you mean, us? Who he was it?
He's told us, guys.
Bro, the fact that I can't
Stanky
imagine a reason that Lush would be out there this long if that girl ain't dead.
Stanky ass nigga. That nigga stank, bro. Hey, bro. Before I was officially a part of No Jumper, the Cavs was complaining about this man older. And if you a big boy, you gotta get in the water. You know what I'm saying?
But I think he lost some weight. Maybe making a little bit more money. Maybe clean up his act a little bit. Maybe. I don't fucking know.
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't heard like of most of the podcasts that it says that black women watch. Like I asked the AI what podcast do black women watch. There's a podcast, it's called Therapy for Black Girls.
Dr. Joy.
Getting Grown. I have heard of The Read. That podcast used to be kind of popular back in the day.
Wait, is that Joy Reid from CNN?
Joy Reid on The Read? No. It's this dude like Kid Fury.
Okay.
It used to be pretty popular. I didn't know there was so.
No, the decisions. That's
formerly known as Horrible Decisions. Yeah, Weezy and Mandy. Shout out to them. You friends with them?
Friends with them?
Oh, you just like know how they.
So they're getting into it with Joe Budden.
They are. They're beefing right now because Mandy claims that Joe Budden tried to smash back in the day, and Joe Budden is acting like he's horrified by that allegation.
Because I think she was way heavier. Also,
I remember those days.
Way heavier back in the day. Man, she looks really good right now.
She wasn't supposed to say nothing. You know what I mean? If I was trying to sneak after 11 p.m.
Is it fair to say that, like, even pre-podcast fame, Jump Off Joey Budden has, like, one of the...
was Ben.
Out of control, bro.
Roster is stupid.
He was putting hose on for a long time.
Tahiri.
Yeah, fucking. I used to beat my meat to Tahiri so fucking hard.
For sure, World Star videos of Tahiri got gooned too.
So after.
Yeah.
The little
did.
Yeah,
She was hot too.
She's like arguably like finer than Tahiri. Like,
Tahiri was a different age though.
I think Tahiri is just classic.
she
like,
is
legendary classic. Just like
like boo for sure.
So y'all be surprised if y'all came out. I mean, if y'all heard that, Flock was like bisexual or something. No, honestly, like if the excitement to talk about what he was just talking about, it's crazy.
And the legendary
Hall of Fame recoil.
Yeah,
right.
That was what I thought was pretty weird.
Okay, I don't think Flacco's gay in any way, shape, or form. I think that Flacco is the rare black man who is capable of making gay jokes for the sake of humor.
Well, it's something I shared to my story that somebody tagged me in when you was sitting there. Y'all don't know who y'all talking to. He's like, yeah, because your dick is really big.
He did.
Yeah, well, you go handle, or did you injure somebody or some shit? Like, what the fuck is this infatuation with penis?
He used to always tell me that I had like the biggest dick of any white man.
He was hitting on you. Nigga, oh, the sexual harassment.
Yeah.
You don't do like that in the workplace.
Is it past was it
Flock, you feel bad when you said those things to me.
Isn't it funny that like
I was willing down.
That hurts.
The best of all time.
Yeah.
Better than Ron Jeremy.
I know some white guys with some big dicks. Bigger than mine, man.
Hey, Brick Baby, he be having a gay jokes, but nigga know he ain't gay though.
Boom. Literally, like, sometimes I feel like we share a brain, brother. I was about to be like, isn't it funny how Brick can say significantly gayer shit than Flacco and it comes off way
But he
less.
snapped out of character.
I know Brick's not gay, but he says some of the gayest shit.
In these days and age, I'm not putting that shit past no motherfucker, man. Like,
Right.
I ain't putting that shit past nobody.
Okay,
Being gay?
Yeah, like it's so like relevant. Motherfuckers hiding and doing shit on the low and shit. Motherfuckers is weird. Not weird. My bad.
If you was on rain bed and they like gave you like a free bed,
You is weird though, bro.
would you guess? What would you guess was gay between those two guys? I do between Flacco and Brick.
Flacco, nigga.
I feel like it's a lot. So yeah. Sorry, Flock.
Yeah, but I honestly don't think Flacco is gay. Just to clarify,
I've never seen him do anything that made me think he was gay. It's just he just joke around about gay shit.
Okay, so I named 3 examples where we just watched one with Tasha K. Then he was sitting next to Adam talking to somebody talking about how big this dude thing is. And then
Hall of Fame recoil.
Hall of Fame recoil, them tight ass football pants he used to wear.
These are all jokes, though.
Yeah,
Jokes. That's his style of dressing. I'm talking about the tights he used to wear.
That's not the worst.
But I'm saying when he said the Hall of Fame recoil about Dejan.
That's not the worst. You ain't seen when he was talking to Chud the Builder's girlfriend.
I didn't watch that. How was that?
I didn't see it.
Asking what kind of faces did he make how did you make him do this? Like it's some crazy shit he was asking her.
I mean,
Two people detailed about semen and shit.
But that's like him being Black Power because he wants to like take down
Chud.
this anti-black guy so bad that he'll jump into his gay bag and basically just
To show the animalistic nature of Chud.
I mean, he just wants to like paint an anti-Chud.
Orgasm.
But the more that she paints that picture, the more that the people out there are going to regard
Shit on him. Like,
regard Chud as not just a gay man, but like a gleefully gay man.
Joyful.
I mean, it would be one thing if he was like an embattled bisexual man, but instead it appears that he's, like really about that shit. He really want to get puffed. Like,
Yeah.
Man, a lot of kids got to grow up in this motherfucking generation. This shit crazy.
The things that are being normalized.
If I came in the room, my daughter had Flock on the screen, I'm tossing the phone and breaking it.
Oh, no.
And they could talk too fucking freaky. Like,
Yeah.
Well, I feel like as a dad, you tend to get like the outcome that is what you don't want. So maybe one day you'll walk into the room and you will see your daughter with a Poetic Flacco poster on her wall.
That's funny. Oh, no. Hell no.
Do you have any people that you really like? Do you have any friends where you'd be like, oh, this is a great guy. I'd totally be cool with him dating my daughter. You know what I mean? Like, hell no, right?
What was most people? I feel very comfortable with him dating with his daughter.
Yeah.
Like he's so PG-13.
He sold you in virginity, huh? That was like a big.
But I never heard his voice get loud, right? And now I found out what made him mad. Scooters. Like you disrespect, because they don't respect scooters in, the what's it called, the BMX world?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I told my scooters, nigga, he said he got
like a real motorcycle scooter?
No, like razor scooters. You like do tricks on the shit.
No, he's serious about scooters.
But scooters are the kind of thing that would normally get brought up on the podcast, and nobody would really have shit to say about it because who the fuck cares about scooters? But when we brought it up, he kind of started filling us in and like the many stages that he's gone through with his scooter riding and everything. Like he's a hardcore.
Yeah, the scooter with pegs on it, bro.
I feel like some of the most
Hitting somebody on a scooter?
No, he was doing
He got
tricks on
pegs
it,
on it.
backflips and shit.
Oh, okay.
I feel like the most fades he's caught were over like yeah.
I've seen some of the gnarliest crash outs on a scooter.
Oh, it's insane.
When they get fucked up on those razors, it's real bad.
The only problem is that like for skaters, you can be like a skater and be 35 and it's still like pretty cool. But to be a scooter dude,
it's never cool even when you're 12.
Yeah, it's hard to be an old head scooter guy. Yeah, you're like, but you see, it's never cool. You see a 16-year-old scooter kid do a crazy trick, and he's like, they're so young that it's kind of like, oh, that was cool. But like, as soon as they start creeping up in age, they just look so weird. Or if they get even a little bit fat, all of a sudden it's just like, bro, get off that scooter.
See, Flock would have went up on this one. Like, I'm like, I found out what made you tick. Maybe you guys. He kind of got offended. Like,
okay, but I still feel like the dudes on the scooters look cooler than inline skaters, aka rollerbladers, despite my 1200 championship from
that shit is so dead now.
Yeah,
rollerblading been dead for like 20 years.
Out the paint,
really bad,
and no one misses it.
No. Back in the day at the North Long Beach skate park, I've said this recently, but like there used to be a night where all the scooters would come to, or where all the rollerbladers would come to the skate park at night when it was lit up, and they would fucking just all be together. It'd be like 20 of them, just best friends.
Dude,
it's the last of a dying breed.
Yeah, I hope it's not like that with hip hop one day. Like, oh, they used to do this thing called rap.
Dude, it kind of is.
Yeah, it is.
I'm saying rapping.
Yeah, well, shit.
Like, if you care about the initial version of hip hop that emerged back in the days, and we don't even need to be talking about like the 80s, but you could even say the 90s, or even like where rap was at like 20 years ago. I mean, like, if you're somebody who like really cares about rapping, never mind like scratching elements of hip hop, like
breakdance.
Like, scratching is so gone. It's over. Like if you fell in love with hip hop because of that shit, you had to find something new to be in love with, or you just had to move on. Yeah.
But I will say also, to me, like those same elements that were outlined in the original, they still exist, but in different forms. Like instead of DJing, and although DJs are still very prominent, but scratching obviously is out the paint, right?
But think about what DJ is now. You just literally have a laptop with a playlist.
Yeah, no, it's fucking
motherfuckers used to be scratching and then spin around in a circle and then keep scratching.
Yeah, no, it's like literally
the shit pumped up the talking to the crowd, like
and think about their culture of like you gained status in that culture by digging in the crates. You were going to the record stores. You gained elite status by knowing about record stores and places to get records that other people didn't have access to. Think about how different that is and like what it is to be a DJ now. It's insane.
So I feel like that space is occupied in the culture now way more by like beat making, and even I'll say that like the way that DJs evolved into media personalities. And like I think there's an element of an overlay with that as well, although it is very different.
But everything is like more ease. Like 100% beat machines and drum machines and like doing the stuff like
so easy, huh?
You could just literally all you need is and I realize this because I used to be a DJ. I still can DJ, but like years ago, all I would have to do is like bring my phone.
Or you could just do AI and get a hit song for the
that's the whole shit.
The biggest rap song from LA of the year is a song that was made in AI. Like completely. Phoenix Flexen. I tried to be skeptical.
Rios, he was saying something completely different a couple months ago. Straight bullshit.
From the beginning, but I still love it. I still think it's a great song, but it's definitely a lot harder to listen to. Now that I've heard a lot more AI songs that sound like weirdly like it.
Would you have rather he just came out and be like, yeah, this is AI?
I think it would have been better for him.
I think business, because it does feel like some sort of like anti-Phoenix Flexen reaction is coming behind this, where it feels like people feel like, because people really hate AI,
Yeah.
not so much like the types of people that we hang out with, but like there is like a big movement against AI. And now Phoenix Flexing gets to be like the face of people doing bullshit, fake music. And
that it was AI though, bro.
yeah, in retrospect, I mean, my first reaction was like, that's not his voice. And then I was like, damn, this song is catchy. Like, who gives a fuck? And then like now that I like get it more and more, like as the weeks go by, it's like, fuck, like I don't know if this is necessarily going to be a good thing for him long term. I feel like he's kind of like turned himself into a meme in a weird way.
Yeah, OT, he should have did the On the Radar with that song.
I mean,
you know what I mean? Like going to On the, and it just blew up.
Well, but he did.
I know. I'm just saying, like, I wonder if he didn't think that it was just going to catch a blaze like this. And he's like, I'll be able to hide behind whatever and keep making music because that shit just took, I don't think anyone knew.
Because when he went out like that, and he did the Channel 5 interview very early on, he said he wanted to do all genres. And I remember thinking, like, that's really bold. Like, you would not say that unless you had some weird machine in your corner that you felt was going to help you pursue all of the other genres. Otherwise, that would be like a nearly impossible task, right?
When an artist, even if they have like a modicum of success, because like Phoenix Flexen is not a complete hack. Has successful records, with Shoreline Mafia, toured the world. He's achieved more than most people ever will dream of in their rap careers, right?
Does that make it worse?
Yes.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Because he's not a complete hack. Because
he doesn't need it.
The thing is like there's okay, when Slim Jesus was first blowing up, he had that first viral song and shit, and everyone was like, oh my God, is he really from the streets? Is he really about that life? Is Frank Block really active? What's the deal? And then
I got shit so bad. I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna listen to it, but I got shit.
Handle, yeah. He did that
It was crazy.
he did that Vlad interview, and it just destroyed his entire aura of mystique. It's like, oh, okay. Like this fool's admitted he's not a gangster. He's never been, some of my friends kind of did that, whatever. Boom. Career was over. All deals he got on the table were instantly snatched off. Boom. It's a rap for him.
If you thought that song was an AI, you don't spend no time in the studio at all.
Right.
You can't, bro. You can hear it like this.
But here's the thing.
Wait. What is it that you heard about it that made you know? Like
I can hear it with the R&B singers, and they got too much shit on. Like her shit ain't natural. Like it ain't, because you gonna hear the Jasmine Sullivans and Kiki Wyatt's. But a lot of these R&B singers, I can hear like off the rip. I spend so much time in the studio, but
if you're
bro.
Yeah. Hey, wait, hold on. Let me ask you something. And this is not to be insensitive,
right?
Do you think that because like your other senses have like heightened, that you can hear shit better, like that you can
Daredevil?
No, not when it comes to that, because it's just like
yes, you can. By the way,
not when it comes to that. Like
you have really
that's just hanging around the studio a lot. And if you be around somebody that goes about to go in there and sing, and then you used to hearing like, you know what I'm saying, you compare and contrast. You know what I'm saying? That shit sounded like it was computer generated. That was some bullshit.
You don't.
He sounded a little too happy.
Beyond just like I would say the thing about that record was really. Let's say that what we're saying is 100% true, and that's like a strictly AI record, right? As trash as people want to say it is, it's significantly better and sounds more organic than most AI songs do. Like why
are we comparing AI to AI?
Because that's why the reason why that record was as successful as it was.
To somebody that's supposed to sound real. Like, they're trying to pass it off as real.
Well, yeah, exactly.
And people questioned it immediately, though.
They did.
They questioned it immediately.
And some of the telltale signs, like what he was talking about, if records aren't produced, but if it's not like a Drake or Kendrick Lamar, it's not going to sound perfect. There's not going to, you know what I mean?
Do you think his manager fucked up? Like, because it's so different from his style that maybe somebody should have been like, hold on, like,
I think he has limited management. I don't think he has, like, he even said multiple times during this campaign, like, it's pretty much just me and the homies. Like, he was very much steering the direction for the most part.
Like you said something important, right? If there was some little imperfection in it, it would have been better.
Yeah.
It was just like, hair out of place.
Okay, but so there's a few things that jumped out. The reason why Tyler, the Creator, hopped in the comments very early.
Tyler, the Creator did.
Yeah, well, but what he said is he was giving it props. He's like, it was one of the first times the video was uploaded to IG, and it was like Phoenix posting a preview of it, and Tyler was like, whoa, this shit is dope as fuck. And I remember exactly what he said. He said, kill the ad libs and it'll be fucking fire. Like this genre don't have ad libs, but you're onto something here.
This genre doesn't have.
Yeah.
Man,
Like
he's fucking musical too.
well, yeah, and if you think about, because the thing is, the way that's okay. Let's say it was all AI, right? He then did actually record a layer that he added.
Oh, so he said, "Take yourself out of the song."
Yes, but he didn't realize that's what he was saying.
Oh shit!
Yeah, he just thought he thought it was a real song. I'm pretty sure, or maybe he was being coy. I don't know. Like
if that's what caught your attention.
I noticed that, and I was like, "Oh, what's he talking about with the ad libs?" And obviously, like I've listened to enough like new wave and '80s music to know, yeah, they don't have like hip hop, like modern 2 Chainz, Young Jeezy style ad libs in the background. They don't, you know what I mean? Which that song did, so you could hear and then he'd be like, yeah, like stacking, like doing the little ad lib shit. Yeah.
Then how fucked up is that the one of the top dogs from the West Coast from LA tells you, I love that song, everything about it,
except for you,
except for what you did naturally on there.
Right. And so I was like, I shot Phoenix a lot of bail, and I'm still not 100% convinced that it's strictly AI. But the thing that really confused me really early on was like some of the lyrics in the song, right? And I was like, okay, I know exactly what, if I'm gonna interview Phoenix right now, I know a question I could ask that'll tell me if he wrote the song or not. 100. The question was, what's your favorite Alanis Morissette song? And he would have been like, if he would have had an answer, if he would have said, oh, I like Ironic, and I like One Hand on My Pocket, and I like You, I don't know. But okay, and my response to that would be, there's no okay, so I brought her up because she has an album called Jagged Little Pill. That was, by the way, it's not an 80s album. It came out in 1993 or 94. Okay. All right. Not 80s music at all, completely different genre. But he says Jagged Little Pills. I think I've asked Munchie this before. I'll ask you, haven't asked you before. Have you ever used that phrase or heard that phrase? Jagged Little Pills. Okay, Jagged Edge, great R&B group. But never. A Jagged Little Pill. Okay. Very specific reference. Would you guys say that it's smart to assume that if you haven't heard Alanis Morissette, you wouldn't know that phrase?
No, you would not.
Okay.
You would not know that.
Okay. So that I knew for sure if I asked him that question, like, and
you were going to, that was like a trap.
That would have like, I said, no, Phoenix is the homie. I fuck with him. I wouldn't do him like that.
Yeah, but like, that's what you like. If I needed to, that would be the question that the follow-up on that is.
Okay. Yeah. Like you're like one, unless he was like, oh, but I seen that. Here's the thing. Why didn't he have like media thought out answers? Why didn't he be like, I love new wave music. My favorite Smiths album are so and so and so and so. When I first heard Johnny Marr do he could have played that off so well.
Yeah.
And memorized the lyrics of the song. And like
he couldn't remember the lyrics of the song, and he couldn't hold the note singing it. And like even your when you performing it, bro, like, hey, look. He should have remembered it verbatim and hit the whole song over and just put some picture correct on here. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe he's just too honest of a person, because I would have.
How's he honest and he lying?
I just would have been like, it's gonna help him lie better. So I would have been like,
you be having your shit so fast. How he honest and he lying?
But I would have been like, I recorded that shit on a Telefunken U47 microphone. There's on a Neve console. Break it down. Explain what you did.
So what's this done to his career, you think?
I mean, he still has more attention than he probably ever has overall. I think he has a dope enough catalog where it's cool. I don't know. Hopefully him and Jeezy are on a good accord, and hopefully they work together. Okay, that's good.
So he'll be all right. And his next move needs to be his best move.
Hell yeah, he need a bagger.
His next move needs to be his best move.
I mean, I'll say that the Tyga song seems like kind of a miss. I think the French Montana song was kind of I guess we have to see still.
Oh, he's got. Oh, okay.
He had a song with French and Max.
I'm not a fan of French, bro. Like he not spitting like.
I don't think anyone is.
Also, more monthly listeners than Phoenix. Than OGZ on their personal Spotify.
Well, that makes sense. Like that makes sense.
But just before this, just recently?
Yeah, that's recently. No, never.
Okay, yeah, just recently.
Yeah, that's recently for sure. But like, all right. Okay, Adam brought up an interesting thing. He's like, when he made the whole statement, this is another thing where I was like, oh, this seems a little sus now. Okay. When Adam brought up how he said, like, oh, I'm gonna do all genres of music. And around that time, I think it was actually with OGZ, they got interviewed on Big Boy. Big Boy's platform, and he was like previewing different songs he had, and he played like a pop punk, like a Blink 182 type song, and it was like really, really good. It's like too good. It was like almost AI. It's like, okay, so you have two different songs that are completely different genres, and it would require having like world-class musicians to actually pull it off to
You
achieve
mean to play the live instruments or something?
to that level. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't just like it's not like, oh, fucking Rio's gonna hop on the drums, Munchie on the bass, and we're gonna make a banger, guys. Like, no, this is like a very professionally done
So
song.
was he? Do you think he was like trying to front him out with that statement? Like,
I think that Phoenix got a little bit comfortable in thinking, oh, I'm just gonna be like the eclectic all genre music guy in hip hop or in the West Coast or whatever, without doing certain like footwork and protocol that would have made that come off a little bit. And I'm not saying he don't have a love for music. I'm not saying he's not talented. He is, all of that. But I feel like this could have been handled in a more graceful manner, ideally.
it's unfortunate.
Yeah, it is
It's unfortunate because, like you said, you guys definitely know more about him than me. That he already had a fucking career,
Yeah,
and he was already established in a good. Like, you didn't have to do this shit.
yeah.
And then you're talking about, I'm gonna do this genre. Like, maybe I believe you more now that you say he really doesn't have a big team making moves for him, because I don't think any manager in they really like right mind would be like, yeah, sell the different genres thing.
Well, yeah, that's what you're just saying. Like he had, like he on Big Boy in the neighborhood, he was previewing his different genres.
Like, yeah, I
He
got
has, like a perfect Blink 182 type beat.
Are you serious?
Yeah, yeah.
and then a Sublime one, right?
Yeah, like, yeah.
And then like, come on, like, you can't do that.
And I don't even know if you remember. I think we talked about it before, but I always thought of like the Jagged Little Pills bar was weird. If you don't know Alanis Morissette,
I do kind of feel like that's the sort of phrase that you might just sort of hear if you're like a young dude that maybe wasn't exposed to her musically or whatever. But like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, now looking back on it, all right, as long as we're just sort of like playing this game where we try to guess what the members of Shoreline are thinking, like, I think in the beginning, I had a couple of conversations with people who were maybe like, do you think Jeezy is going to get jealous of Phoenix for finally having this moment where he like seems like he's bigger than Jeezy, at least in one way? And yeah, maybe that was like a possibility, but now my thought goes to like, what if Jeezy feels like Phoenix is fucking up Shoreline's image
now, like,
because now when you say Shoreline Mafia, are people going to be like, oh, yeah, with the fake AI song? I don't know. I'm not saying that's true. I'm just saying it's a possibility.
I think it's more as it's part like Phoenix fake.
Yeah, because if anything, it's given Phoenix an identity. You know, like I'm watching the Anthony Fantano videos where he talks about the song and he's having to like explain Phoenix to his audience. And I'm kind of like, wow, this is crazy. Like he's explaining Phoenix like he's a brand new artist when I've known him to be for like 10 years. You know?
Phoenix should re-record that same exact song in his regular, normal voice and put it out again.
I think that would be good.
And it go like it go.
But it's going to be so much worse.
Yeah,
to me, that is reminiscent of after Milli Vanilli got their Grammys retroactively stripped from them. They're like, no, we can sing the song now, guys.
No.
Like, that's what it is.
But people listen to the, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like having a dirty version of a song and a clean version.
No, like sure that, but
like it's like selling vinyls.
If we're gonna do the speculation game, which I think is
what is the speculation?
Well, try to guess how they're feeling.
Yeah. Try to guess how they're feeling. Okay,
because I don't consider it like a terribly like normal thing to do. I feel like normal people just like live their lives and don't spend a lot of time trying to like guess what celebrities are thinking. But online, this is very normal. And I find that that's like the weird thing about like even just looking at my comment section sometimes is where it's like, feels like every comment is like a theory that they thought up about what my life is like, hey, like you're being lied to. Whatever I gave you is a lie. And I'm going to figure it out on my own in this comment section. It's kind of weird, you know?
If we're doing the speculation game, I would speculate, as someone that's a fan and cool with both of these guys and their whole team, whatever, I would say that OGZ always kind of seemed like he had the star power. You feel me? He had like way more leverage. Like
Everybody else always kind of felt expandable besides Phoenix because he made it a group.
Yeah.
But Rob and Kato got X'd out of Shoreline like instantly.
Yeah, as soon as like they're like, oh, we just split money. Like how many ways?
It's the craziest thing ever that they signed a deal 4 ways.
Yeah, I mean, that was not happening with groups at all at that time. I mean, maybe Migos was the last group that got an even somewhat comparable deal, bigger, but still. But the thing is, Phoenix, like, okay, after Shoreline broke up, and OGZ went solo and was doing really well and continuing to like carry that legacy. Phoenix was doing well too, but in the underground.
Like, doing like a tape with Mike Shern.
Yes,
like,
yes.
Fucking with more underground artists, but like still doing it in a cool way. Like it didn't feel like he was falling off. It felt like he was just trying different shit. You know?
Yeah, but still like, and it seemed like people that were paying attention, they'd be like, oh yeah, Phoenix is low key like that dude, but OGZ undeniably way bigger star, right? Then they come back together, they start doing really well. Then this happens.
Yeah.
All right. And if I'm Phoenix, I'd be like, oh, like, who's the star now, motherfucker? Right.
And that's the problem. Hopefully he's not going to take that approach.
No, I know. This is petty. We're like speculative.
He up under too much scrutiny.
Well,
He'll be like,
okay.
yeah.
Outside of speculative, look at this. People went to bat for him about this not being AI.
Right.
Hater world. Like, this is a Rasa, you know what I mean? Like, you guys just hating because of Rasa. BBE, Pot Lord, Blasey, House Phone, like, it's fucked up for they were fighting on that, dying on that hill that this is not AI.
Yeah. That is so crazy.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Like standing on that when the song sounds like the weirdest shit you ever heard in your entire fucking life. Is
disappointed in Hater World. They said just hating on Rasa. Man, if you was the homie, I would have said that was AI. Like, you know what I mean? Like one of the homies like low bros on the turf.
Do you think Phoenix would run black if he got locked up?
Maybe. I think you said he was a homie.
Well, OGZ be outside. He be like pull up with the Brown brothers. But when I see Phoenix, he be with black.
I mean, shit. Hopefully those guys don't get locked up and they continue to have a successful career.
Hopefully you don't get locked up. I told you in the Twilight Zone.
We'll be all right. They'll be all right too, but I'm just saying. Regardless, I think that the reason why I brought that up is because a lot of people were talking about like the intention that those guys had, whether or not it's real, and they always kind of like denied it or downplayed it.
Like, yeah, to be fair, like they did a great job at not making it seem like they hated each other, but like the fact that they were at the height of their career and they took like a 4 or 5 year break definitely makes you think that they hated each other for a certain point. Because I think it's the thing where like you're young, you're best friends, you got beef. Hey, fuck him. I can do it on my own. Right. I can do my career on my own. I don't need this motherfucker. I would rather be a smaller artist, make less money than have to hang out with this fucking asshole. And then after a while, it becomes, well, I am mad at you about some stupid ass shit that I can barely even fucking remember. And you know, realistically, like together, we're going to be like booked for Coachella. And if we're not together, then we're not going to be booked for Coachella. So I guess we might as well go get that bag and go perform at Coachella. Like if you're just being like a rational, normal human being that isn't caught up in the crazy hype of being like a rap artist that's blowing up that makes you do all kinds of weird shit.
Adam, you were around those guys a lot when they were like, you know, Musty era and all that. And they like had an insanely big entourage, if I remember correctly. Like they
bro, within a couple of years, all those motherfuckers were gone. I actually wonder all the time about what happened to those dudes in those old vlogs. Cause like you fast forward a couple of years, I'm not gonna say none, but basically none. Like go back to those old Shoreline vlogs and then like find like a new vlog of them hanging out. I don't think that you can find one of those dudes because they used to be hanging out with mad Armenian fools and like
fools from West LA, Venice,
like dudes that seem like gangster ass dudes, like crazy drug trafficking seaman ass dudes,
like tagger fools,
all different races. And sometimes I would go to the studio and there'd be like a dude getting a big ass face tattoo, and there'd be like tons of people recording music, and there'd be 10 pounds of weed on the table, and I'd be like, what the fuck? Like this is the craziest studio.
I'm thinking Long Beach.
Nah, I'm talking about
Long Beach got all these like
Hollywood. Yeah, they're Hollywood. I know why you said
Long Beach got the Orientals, the blacks, the Mexicans,
It's diverse.
Yeah.
Cambodians, blacks,
Italians, Samoans.
yeah,
But
Like-
West LA diverse too, though.
Yeah,
So
not like that.
I mean,
and not riding with each other. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Like, come on, all in one city,
Y'all got more racial
Italians,
tension, to be
Samoans,
honest.
Cambodians,
we got
blacks.
racial tensions between one racist gang.
True.
Not from both sides.
True.
It's from one fucking side.
Yeah.
Bruce be talking like everybody, all the Mexicans hate all the blacks in LA, and then
Hell no.
up north is so great, and down here there's a race war, and
They don't have racial tension like that up there. But what the other part of what you said? No, hell no. It's not like that.
People just highlight the negative part.
For sure.
But like,
But the thing is, okay, so they had this big ass entourage, and I remember when I interviewed or when I Phoenix on the podcast, he said he was all like, "Oh, we just like had a lot of people around us like in our ear." I think a lot of their attention was from all the people that was around.
That's always a big
yeah.
mistake.
Once that happens, shit does get weird. Yeah.
Yeah, but then okay, so that's why I made that like halfway joking statement of did Phoenix feel the dynamic shift and get mad with power or not, or did OGZ was he surprised by that, or were they both handling it gracefully? I don't know. There was a period of time recently where people said they had unfollowed each other. I guess they're still following each other now, so I don't know if that Nathan confirm or deny.
They just performed together.
Yeah, but what about what I just said?
Damn, but they unfollowed each other recently. That's so crazy.
Did you hear that, Nathan?
that's some feminine shit, man. Hey, why do that even like? Hey, how do people be catching it when people unfollow each other? They be catching it quick.
Yeah.
Is it like notifications?
No, it's not. I don't know, but like it's
You have to really look. Unless I think there's an app that you can have that tells you who unfollows you, but I never used it.
I think that a lot of people at that time, though, were wondering because the thing is, at that time, before OGZ popped up in the one video with like his homies like dancing to the song and like fucking with it, like he hadn't spoken on it yet, so a lot of people didn't know how. So they might have been looking, oh, are these fools even following each other?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
The hardcore fans will check shit like that, though.
Yeah, for sure. Go
Yeah,
check your
yeah.
followers and
Yeah.
type their name in.
Like that. The fans love to be the first one to figure that shit out. Or a fan, I think you can set up like a bot that will tell you every time that, like, because you remember there used to be Twitter accounts that would be like every time like Donald Trump followed or unfollowed somebody, it would like tweet an update.
Mhm.
I think they're like, you could probably kind of do that.
Yeah, they got them apps, but they let you know when you got unfollowed.
Yeah.
So I'm saying like it be these like media people, they catch it the very next day. So and so unfollow something. It must be trouble in paradise. I'm like, how do y'all catching it like that? And then like if I get mad at somebody here, I'm not about to unfollow him. I'm just not gonna hit him up no more.
Yeah, I think when they have like a disagreement or something happens, the people go and just check to see if it's for real.
Yeah,
Because if you're unfollowing, then they like, oh yeah, they really not fuck with each other.
Oh yeah, that's
Still
the real show, bro.
Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, you feel me?
Yeah, the older I get, the more unlikely I am to unfollow a op because from my perspective, it's like, well, even if you don't like me, I still want to know what you got going on. So you can unfollow me.
How am I gonna?
I'm not gonna follow you.
I'm gonna block you if you get annoying. Like, don't tag me, bro. You feel me? Like the girl Chubby Barbie, I blocked her.
Chubby.
I blocked the 100 show. Like, don't tag me, bro. Like, you feel me?
Yeah, I mean, if you don't have to interact with them, there's no real. It doesn't matter. Like,
Spider, I don't fuck with Spider. I ain't about to go waste my time trying to go. You know what I'm saying?
I blocked Spider, and then he like,
Is this the headquarters?
I blocked him like years ago, and then he spoke to somebody. He FaceTimed me with somebody, and basically asked me to refollow or to unblock him, and I unblocked him. And then I heard him saying some shit on my podcast that pissed me off, so I reblocked him.
See, he asking the nigga to unblock him is gay. Nigga, I want the hoes to, like, you feel me?
Damn.
Who gives a fuck if a nigga following you back? Unless you're trying to have a business relationship or y'all just goes in, like, or maybe you're trying to get his job back.
I mean, to me, it just comes off fake if you unfollow me. Like, that's like, I don't know. That just like, to me, is just like corny. Like, I'm glad.
It's some bitch shit.
Yeah, it's just like some hoe ass shit.
Or relationship shit. You feel me? You can do that with your broad. You know what I mean?
You know what's weird? Like when me and Adam didn't get along and I was gone from No Jumper for a year, we never unfollowed each other. We stayed following
Because
each
you
other.
guys love each
You
other.
lost your phone.
You are gay.
Yeah, because we're gay.
You lost your phone.
Yeah, my phone was-
You need to block him.
On some real shit though. Okay, just to summarize that previous convo. Sorry.
When I pop up.
When I pop up with my chopper, I want to know. So, okay, is it possible then? So, let's say, oh, this is like so LARPish, but all right. So, Jeezy sees that Phoenix is like, got
Oh fuck, that's the IRL.
what we go talk to those
Go,
guys.
go fucking LARPing.
Yeah, it's Shoreline Mafia.
I used to
Master Kato.
I was a LARPer. I was a 13-year-old LARPer.
There's no LARPing, my bad.
I'm an ogre. No, okay. So, but then because recently I seen OGZ with YG and Peso, and he's like,
He never stopped hanging with YG, even after the Draco shit, which I always thought was an interesting move on his part.
well, I think okay. I think Shoreline doing the song with YG was probably definitely like I haven't seen them around certain people they was around before as much as you don't see them around.
But they call it Drummer Stink Mafia.
Yeah, drummer Stinky Beaches.
I don't know about the Drummer Stink Mafia. It was like Charlotte Mafia, Drummer. What's Greedo?
It's literally drummer Stinky Beaches. I know. I'm
They
right.
used to
Always.
the Shoreline Stink Team connection felt like more of a thing at a certain point.
Well, okay, yeah, but also because Drummer Gang, people didn't really get to see too many artists besides Greedo from there. It's like his homies from Grape and stuff. I don't know.
So it was 3: Drummer Gang,
Yeah.
Shoreline,
and Stink Team.
and Stink Team.
Yeah.
3 was
that was rocking with each
Yeah,
other.
they were hanging out hell at the time.
I was like, that was a huge wave in LA.
And then Draco got locked up, Greedo got locked up, and
Then
then
they broke up.
Shoreline broke up, and then didn't come back together till years later, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Like literally the height of their shit, it all, tragedies ensued with all of them.
fucked up shit happens to rap, dude.
A
Like,
tale as old as time.
damn, always.
But I was wondering, like, if I'm OGZ in the back of my head, I'm like, haha. Like, if there really is a rivalry, which I'm not saying there is or would want there to be, but I'd be like, oh, I'm still chilling. Like in Phoenix, you did make us look bad.
We ain't you make an assumption that you might feel away because it's a recent spike.
Well, I mean, I think that the spike is one thing, but if Phoenix starts acting different to OGZ, you can imagine that would be a big issue. And then also, if the blowback from the song being exposed as AI, I mean, I think we could all just kind of imagine a scenario where that has like a serious effect.
Mhm.
You know, I'm not saying that it definitely will, but it definitely could. And I feel like OGZ is probably conscious of that. And I also feel like, if you're Phoenix Flexing and you spent all these years under OGZ's proverbial thumb, which granted has been hidden from the public for the most part, like all of their conflict has always been behind the scenes. But you could imagine that wouldn't be a scenario in which a Phoenix Flexing might get a little bit of an ego and maybe start acting up a little bit, especially when drugs are involved. And I feel like Phoenix Flexing still does drugs and OGZ maybe doesn't so much anymore.
Well, he's been sober for like over a year.
You know what I'm saying? And like, I'm not saying that Phoenix Flexing is currently getting loaded, but I can say that at times I have seen him in the throes of drug abuse, doing really almost some Lush One style activities.
Yeah, I fucks with Phoenix. I fucks with Phoenix. That's my dogs. But like, okay, the thing about like OGZ for a while, and even recently, I noticed more so even after Phoenix recent trajectory, this fool OGZ was doing his own genre shit, but in a more natural way. Like he's like, oh, I'm DJing an EDM set at Coachella.
Yeah, but the shit's
Yeah, very smart.
Like what we're talking about. What is this like lore? Like the lore of what they have going on over here.
Yeah,
we're talking like it still seems like we're talking about OGZ, like the bigger the bigger pool, the main event.
Yeah,
but like to the world that's heard this rubbers, they know Phoenix Flexing.
Well, that's only like a couple of months, and it remains unclear like to what extent that hype wave will crash and burn. And I'm not saying that because I want that to happen. I'm just saying because it's going to be very interesting. Like, have we seen Phoenix Flexing get crowned one of the new kings of LA rap? Or is this just kind of a blip or a flash in the pan, and maybe things will actually be worse after this in some way?
What do you call it as of right now?
Right now, I think it still seems like overall positive. Was it fake news that his tour got canceled?
I don't know about that.
I saw people trying to use that against him. I don't know if I believe that. It seems like people try to say that about everybody these days.
I was expecting the record to chart higher. I think it peaked at 64 on the Hot 100, which is very good, but I thought it was gonna crack top 40.
Yeah.
Also,
So it's not even the highest charting AI song.
I believe it is.
There was a R&B song that was charting, but it wasn't faked as a person. It was like known AI with the AI face and everything.
Oh yeah, no, there might have been. You're right. There's been. Didn't Timberland have his AI artist?
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay,
yeah. I heard some like world music, meaning like some like fake African sounding type music that I think became like really, really popular at one point. And it was AI created that was like charting.
I've been getting into Viking AI.
Fire.
There's no more tour flyer on his Instagram, which stands out as a little odd. It was definitely there at another time, you think?
I think if he would have just come out and been like, I did like use AI technology to help make this song, like it wasn't completely made by AI, but I did utilize AI.
Just do it. Just say
it. Could have had a Sonos sponsorship and been making millions of dollars off of that. And
maybe, but I still feel like in the long run that like me finding out that it was AI like hurt my appreciation of it.
Bitches, didn't you say taking credit for it now?
Okay, so I saw a press release written by the company Tublo, I believe it's called, who basically are Tublo is like the maker of the software that was used to make the song, and they basically put out a press release touting how successful their company has been, and they included in the press release that their software was used to make rubbers. And I'm assuming that Phoenix Flexen probably did not want anyone to know that.
Yeah,
that's fine.
I heard it was a spokesperson that came out
because he came out and said it was Melodyne and auto-tune offer. He could have, which by the way, I love you, bro, but that did not sound accurate at all.
He had a fake engineer in there acting like he engineered that session, and he said what you said.
They could have pulled that off a lot better.
Oh, the white dude that was in the interview that was talking.
Well, yeah, and then no, that was Andrew Callahan from Channel 5. Yeah. Yeah, and like that's the thing. They could have handled that a little bit better or whatever. But overall, I still think it's not like an L for Phoenix. Would he have been booked for that tour to begin with? So I don't know. It's difficult to say.
But I feel like the tour being canceled, which by the way we have confirmed that
it's true.
All of his upcoming tour dates, besides a couple of festivals, seem like they have been canceled. So apparently that wasn't a fake rumor. But that now that narratives are so important these days, but like now people are going to latch onto the narrative, which is he thought that his career was now on this level, but it turns out that it wasn't enough to sustain this tour. So actually, reality check.
Let me ask you something. How do you perform that song as an artist? How do you perform it?
You just play it and then like kind of mumble over it and like your voice doesn't sound anything.
Because they played a video of him trying to perform it. It was horrible.
It was horrible. It was like 50 people on stage and he's just kind of just standing there a little bit.
Yeah, he can't fight the fact that like the louder he makes his voice, the more clear it is that this is not his voice.
The thing is,
he tries to make people hear it.
Yeah.
So he's supposed to try to lip sync it, right?
Just lip sync it.
The backing track's a little bit louder,
If I was managing him and budget permitted, I would have had him actually go on tour with a real new wave band, real old musicians, would have had a curated show and would have been fire. He don't even need to sing that good. There's enough like if you have in-ear monitors and enough like different like processing gear, you could have pulled that shit off, bro.
You can't pull that shit off.
Yes.
You better off having them sing the words for you.
I mean, people perform other people's songs all the time, so it's like, it's not that weird, but it does stand out that like, oh, we just heard 20 other songs by you in which your voice sounded this way. And now here's another one where you sound like some guy from London.
But like the thing is like him putting, he could have easily been like, oh, I was just putting an affectation on my voice. Like
that's what he said. He said he has a fake London accent.
But then like when you
really, like, what kind of like that's the shit that like girls do when they're like fresh out of high school. They like start doing like hello. Man,
he should have just brought Travel Ross out.
Yeah.
Bring Travel out. Hey, let Travel rock out.
You know me. He was appropriating Travel Ross's culture.
I would have been boogie. I would have just let Trap rock out. Like, you know what I mean? A special guest.
I'm telling you, management. Or management.
Well, that is one thing that when I first started talking to Phoenix about the song, when I first heard it, when the reel had only been out for like a day or two, the first thing I told him, or one of the first things he said to me was like, "Bro, help me get management." Like he just says, I don't know if he's fixed that problem, but like he was just making it perfectly clear that he was like totally bummed on his management and felt like his career wasn't moving in the right direction or like moving the way that it was supposed to because he just didn't really have like a good team in his corner. And hopefully that's changed.
He's been in recovery mode from day 2.
Day 2 of yeah.
From day 2, he's been in recovery mode. That's fucked up. You know what I mean? Like you're scrounging and trying to figure out how to make this shit work. Like fuck.
Yes.
And it's your biggest shit at your best moment. You're scrounging to survive it.
It's a way to pivot, but people don't approach situations the correct way, bro. I'm telling you. Like, man, it could have just came with a whole raw version. Just laugh along with it.
It just shows how big of
you gotta laugh at your own pain sometimes.
Everybody else's, including the industry, like seeing French, like of course, the biggest seething opportunist in the rap game, French fucking Montana, aka I need 7 people on every song for it to chart. Like, no, let me. Oh, this is cool. Let me copy this style. This guy's let me hop and then do a terrible.
And then the second biggest thing. I love French and I love Tyga, and I think it's so fucking hilarious that both of them chose that move.
Of course,
like pulling up, trying to latch onto that. Yeah, it's so good.
Yes.
Hey, Tyga,
you're up next.
I'm waiting for Rick Ross to sample it.
And now Tyga has like an all like 80s style project coming out, which is like it's one thing to use the AI to make a different style of music, but it's so fucking funny that Tyga went and used the AI to make the same style of music that this other guy made, and like, the Tyga shit, like the Phoenix shit, sounds more like his voice than the Tyga shit. The Tyga shit that I heard sounds like a totally different dude. Yo, and there's a whole project. I haven't heard the whole project, but it's almost like more clear cut. Like it seems more honest that this is AI in a way.
So, do you think it spun from Phoenix, from Rubbers? The whole idea of the new album is all
hell yeah,
100%, dude. 100%.
Did he put Phoenix on the album?
I believe that song. We'll see. I don't know.
Did you say something? Just was it Airball? Did you say something?
No, it's definitely Airball. Okay. French's verse isn't even bad on there. It's just like the fact that it exists is so gay. Like,
make a whole separate Spotify player.
A whole different identities. Starface.
Which, oddly enough, is the moniker that the game used to call himself after he got his star tat on his face.
He called himself Starface?
Yeah, like it's on the intro of the LAX. But yeah.
But there's no features on the song. It's all Tyga? If he does have features, they're not listed.
Yeah.
Hey, the star is like a correlation with the Hoover shit. He used to try to claim Hoover.
I feel like he's off of that.
Yeah, but he just probably trying to reference it.
He became a Hoover in the same way that he became an 80s artist.
God,
just try it out for a little bit.
See how this fits.
Pretty accurate. Well, whatever. He had the whole like Jamaican dancehall arc too in the very beginning.
Well, who's
yeah, I can remember.
So who's his 80s?
Phoenix Flex.
Yeah. Also, I love real 80s music, like Phoenix Flex. Yeah.
I knew it was over when I was at the fucking dentist and there's 2 random Mexican girls working at the fucking desk. It was my girl was getting the dental process done and I had to drive her home after. And I just hear these 2 girls listening to that song. I'm like, oh, it's over. So this song's good.
I thought it was going to go further. That's what I'm saying. I was like kind of surprised.
Yeah, but it's like, where does a song go to become huge in this day and age? Because if it was the MTV era, maybe they would have started playing the Phoenix Flexing video and maybe he becomes like a worldwide superstar off of that. But where does it go now?
Poor management. He should have did the music video with the Knight Rider in the fucking video.
No, the video should have been crazy, for sure.
Like the Knight Rider.
Insert coin.
Dude.
Yeah, like there's so much that you could have done.
Hey, Cave, all kinds of shit. Like,
I don't know
like
what
the music video really said it.
Do y'all know what that sample is from in that song, by the way? Do y'all recognize it? It was from a fucking Geico commercial. It was literally, he took like the main melody from that song. Yeah. And I was very curious about like the sync licensing and the royalties for that record based on that alone. I was mad confused.
Did you do a tease on it? Like we were shooting and you said that Young Miami song is also a previous, the Scammers, that was from something?
Spin that.
Spin that.
Yeah, did I?
Spin
I
it
don't
today.
recall that. No, I don't recall that.
Okay.
But trying to that does sound vaguely familiar. I don't know. But
Did you hear Rick Ross's new album?
No.
I love myself too much for that.
Rick Ross's new, I've not heard Rick Ross's new album yet. I mean, Rick Ross, I'm sure, is going to have some great beats on there, and he's going to be regaling us with tales of selling dope, and it's going to sound like 2016 at best.
I tried to listen to it on the way.
Is that pretty accurate description?
Very accurate. Yachts and boats and hoes.
Yeah, for sure.
I got love for Rick Ross, but even like I remember like 10 years ago that I was on I think I was on the Brilliant Idiots with Charlemagne, and I think Charlemagne asked me like if I had listened to the new Wale and the new Rick Ross, and I just kind of like just like cracked up laughing. It's like
Wale
is like the most underrated.
He was wrong.
not even yeah, I'm not really.
Yeah, what's wrong with Wale though? Wale straight.
Shout out to Wale.
Like what's it like?
Hot.
I'm listening.
It's just not my shit.
Well, he was
It's not your stuff.
This is at this point in my life. I just, I'm
More of a shooter nigga in the face. Go.
young energy.
no, Wale's dope as fuck. He's a great MC, but people used to always like the biggest complaint with him was they called him boring. That was the complaint about him.
Every once in a while, I pull up like the Apple playlist to see what like the hot new hip hop playlist has, and I get reminded that Wale is out there.
Yeah.
Doing stuff.
You ain't gonna never get like one of them like a beat type bitch take their ass to a song. He might sway left and right type.
He did have some of those. He had that Roscoe Dash No Hands. That was a big like club dance record. Actually, what you just described. But he like
That's Roscoe Dash.
but he's on the record.
That's his shit, right? That's Roscoe Dash shit, right?
Yeah, and
Yeah,
Waka.
yeah, and I think it's Waka's song.
Yeah.
Like Waka's like biggest song ever.
But they both on there. But this fool, I really like Wale for his songs for girls, like Lotus Flower Vomit. He kills those songs. He's really good.
Like he got bangers though. He like an R&B thug, poetic type. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, he's just
Not
like,
R&B thug. Take thug off, but like
he like kind of like a more commercial, newer, most deaf kind of guy. Like in the big Sean vein, but a little bit more.
Talib Kweli.
Oh, I've got a conspiracy theory for you guys. Because look, this is who Phoenix Flexen has listed as his management now, and look who they also manage. YG.
Interesting.
Dun,
That's
dun.
why Flacco was on Phoenix Flex's head.
hold on. What the manager say? He say what? Be more or say
Maybe this hard guy, grassroots. No, that's the Central C. Oh, that's Peso.
Yes, that is.
Yeah, that's him.
That's it's just Peso Plumer. I don't know,
Yeah.
but I don't know. Maybe this is his new management. I mean, it's easy to imagine that like all of the conniving ass management companies out there that one of them was going to snatch him up.
Yeah, no, of course. I mean, that was going to happen
With
for
all
sure.
his newfound traction.
Hmm.
So shout out to Phoenix Flexen. We just went deep on you for no reason. Pause.
yeah, shout out Phoenix, man.
Shouts to him, man.
I think he's gonna recover, man.
Nah, I don't think he's even like a recover. I still think it's just like mostly positive. He just got to like figure out how to keep the music coming in a way.
What about the song that you heard today in the group message?
Song sound like shit. I don't know what is up with that song, but I mean, maybe I gotta listen to it a few more times. All right, yo, I just want to say that despite the fact that I have had relationships with this person, I absolutely shun and want nothing to do with the new accusations against Sydney Starr. Even though I once felt the warm grip of their balls on my kneecap,
Wait, are you serious?
I am opposed to the rape of 14-year-old boys.
Yeah, absolutely opposed to that.
Absolutely opposed.
We stand strong there.
As strong as anyone could be.
I don't like the fact that this is like it kind of like further substantiates certain narratives that people have about predatory nature of specific individuals. Like this same person, dude, like Sydney was ruined a dude's career and by lying on him, by predatorily trying to attach yourself to him for a photo to get him out the paint. A black man at that, right? And then what the fuck? Now you like actually attacking little boys, bruh. What, you mad you wasn't born with a dick, weird? Or you was, and you had to chop it up? What's wrong with you, weird ass bitch?
The account that I read was terrifying. It was like basically this like 13-year-old boy at a hotel, and Sydney Starr just keeps making passes at them. I don't even know if this account was true because it was so salacious and insane when I was reading it. But basically, like, she was really like making a play, kind of forced her way into the elevator with this kid. He couldn't get out because you had to use the key card to get to the right floor, all this kind of shit. Like,
hold on, this act happened in the elevator, not in the hotel?
no, like she allegedly got the boy to her room by saying that she wanted to show him something.
And did the full act.
Hey,
It's sodomy, it's all kinds of shit.
But that's what's crazy is that if they charged sodomy, that means that apparently she was somewhat successful in getting to this kid's booty hole. Which
That's not what that means.
Sodomy doesn't mean penetration.
Not only, it also means sucking dick. That is sodomy.
Really?
Yeah.
they gonna
It's called oral sodomy, motherfucker. Yes.
They're not gonna classify as that in the fucking court. Maybe
Yes, they are.
maybe in Webster.
But do you think that they basically like, I don't know. This is like, are you telling me? No, I don't know. Are you telling me that this person was like, that the kid was like gay? They wanted to do this?
I think the boy thought the man was a girl. You feel me? And I think he might have got his dick sucked. Then he put out, he's like, oh, you got one of these too. Like, cause like,
wait, we got matching gerbs after you gerbed it?
I got one just like that.
If you 14, you wasn't around when Chingy got.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Swindle.
Yeah.
So like you might be looking at her like, oh, she mad or something, and then you got some hair from her, and now she can pull down her shit.
I mean, J Hood was fooled.
Wait, yeah.
J Hood was
excited about her.
Oh,
yeah.
Just a picture of the like but it does look like a girl.
If you look at it real quick, yeah.
I got fooled by a bitch on Instagram. I swear, I'm like still confused.
You still confused?
I thought the bitch was fine, but there's a whole trans.
What you still confused about? If you know it's a trans, now what you still confused about?
Why did I think the bitch was fine?
Look at that. You can't tell me that you don't want to hit that Rios.
I don't.
Show it on the screen. That's fine shit.
But I'm telling you, if I saw that thing, it.
So you think you're better than Eddie Winslow?
Yes,
far better.
I don't think that she looks. I don't know how to say it. It doesn't look like a man.
Not really, but not really. It don't.
It's fat. It's got breasts. You know what I mean?
Hey, but don't you be thinking when you see hella face tuning, like hella like, because that look tuned, right? That don't look like a real image. Is that
like,
yeah.
They're just like all the natural women. They're modifying the fuck out of their photos.
I feel like they do it more.
How you know? Sure.
Because I'm like,
you might have go through your followers.
They got and shit, dude.
Yeah, because it's like he just busted. You two like versed in this. You like,
right, you know why much you mean stuff, bro? You got to nowadays, fool. Like I want to know because I don't get caught slipping. I told you I almost did. That was on Instagram.
Hey, but guess what? You got these trans that's proud trans women, and they let you know that they're a T. So that they this is frowned upon. But what she just did, they not go. You know what I'm saying?
And then that's predatory.
Yeah, you making them you giving the trans women a bad name.
That's not universal.
Because that's what everybody already scared of already.
The trans community needs to speak out against this monster having sex with this little boy.
I agree. I mean, yeah.
I like saying every man needs to speak out against anything going on. Like you can't attach this to a whole community just because one person.
But we do kind of, right? Like when fucking Tory Lanez shot Meg Thee Stallion, it's like on podcasts, people basically like held each other to the standard of like Maul went off the deep end and really violated Tory Lanez. And
that's wrong.
People were like, look at that. Like, he's a real man standing on his shit and being willing to really say what he got to say about a dude hurting a woman.
And they have some dick and pussy shit.
Marginal, disenfranchised groups that are having big PR, like snafus and issues and are trying to like come to an understanding with the public, like the trans community is probably the best example of that right now. They unfortunately do need to speak up on their own behalf, or else they're going to get packed the fuck out by the public for shit like this.
Because you think
they already nationalized, so they